Hey guys, thanks for checking out my channel. I'm super excited to start doing this. I'm gonna start talking on frugality. There's gonna be a bit of other stuff in these videos too, but first frugality, and I'm gonna make this into a series because I know that it is such a large topic, and me and my husband have learned so much over the years, from before we were even dating to now having kids of our own. So we want to share that with you, and I'm gonna start with just the overall picture, and then throughout the series we'll get more specific into what areas and how you can be frugal across different areas of your life. So let's get into it. Starting with how important a frugal mindset is. If you don't have the frugal mindset, you won't have the motivation to see things around you that are already there, different ways that you can save money and cut down on your expenses. That's what we've found. So that also ties in with having a poor mindset. Doesn't matter how much you're making, and it doesn't matter what the actual poverty line is in your area. If you don't have the I am poor mindset, or even actually tell yourself I am poor, you are going to be more likely to start making a large sum of money and think instead, what can I spend this on? That's a spending mindset, not a saving mindset. So you got to maintain that low spending level no matter how much you're making. Also having clear goals, and I might do another video on this in the future about specifically saving, or scratch that, about why specific goals and how that's affected me versus just saving to save. But how New Year's resolutions come around each year, and in January everybody's pumped to get back into good shape or lose weight or eat healthier, so they sign up for the gym membership. And how many of us actually continue going to the gym versus, okay, January, I'm super excited, I'm super pumped, I'm going to the gym daily, and then it tapers off. You lose the motivation because you didn't have a clear goal. I remember in school being taught about SMART goals, that acronym, if any of you remember that, or I think that's still pretty widely used. But having the specific goals, specific, measurable, I can't remember the rest of the letters, but having those specific goals so that you do keep yourself on track, keep the motivation, and continue with your goal, rather than just saying, I'm gonna go to the gym to stay in shape and lose weight. It needs to be a little more specific than that. Same with money. It needs to be more specific than, I'm gonna save to save. Because I've been in that trap, and I'm still learning how to get out of it, and learn better methods and better mindsets around saving. So going back to the I am poor mindset, the Bible actually talks about this in Luke 16:10. It says, one who is faithful in very little is also faithful in much, and one who is dishonest in very little is also dishonest in much. I actually remember this verse being highlighted in a chapel service when I was in college. The speaker, I don't unfortunately remember who it was, but the speaker was talking about, like, hey, you guys are in this time of your life right now, you're learning how to get into the workplace, you're learning how to do your future careers. Keep in mind that to be successful, you have to start with responsibility in small ways. So he or she even said, be the CEO of your dorm room. And that doesn't apply specifically to me right now. I'm not in college anymore, I have my own kids, but I can still apply that to my household. And me as a Christian wife, I'm kind of in charge of maintaining order in the household, so that when my husband comes home, he comes home to joy and peace, and it's just rejuvenated from a day at work. And yes, he is still in charge, he is the head of our house, and I'm like a manager of the home. So that's how I think about it, and what can I do here at home to prosper my family from what my husband provides for us. So like I said, I'm gonna be doing a whole series about this. I'm gonna be talking about minimalism versus living intentionally, cleaning, school supplies, a couple other things coming up. So some very specific topics that more so relate to families and young families, but also some general ideas that, hey, anybody can take with them and keep it in your back pocket, and look for this all around you for how to live frugally. So stay tuned. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you later. Thanks. Bye.